Oh, fucking K. So, screw the normal intro. Guys, this situation could not have gotten any more ridiculous at this point. Oh my lord. So, I obviously never intended to do a follow-up video on this. I mean, I was supposed to be working on another topic entirely, but because of all the now confirmed to be misinformation in my last video on Lex that I took part in propagating, I thought I was only responsible to try and clarify my stance on the matter. So, to catch everyone up, I did a short video about the drama surrounding Lex and his ex-girlfriend. The main intention was just to laugh at some of the Snapchat messages that were shared during said drama because of their extreme degeneracy. And I mean, come on, they were still kinda pretty hilarious. And that's all I really wanted to do. However, since Lex himself came out with his own 32-minute video with a fucking mountain of evidence, he dropped an absolute fucking nuke on his ex-girlfriend. I mean, he really cooked with this video and came out swinging with a massive uppercut. I was actually really impressed with it. So obviously, with all of this evidence and context getting publicized, it was clear that my previous video was perpetuating a lot of misinformation. To start with, some of the big ones being me saying that Lex physically abused his ex-girlfriend, saying that he groomed her into performing his kinks, and that he admitted to many of these things via a letter he supposedly wrote towards her. Well, that letter was forged, and Lex proved how by showing the inconsistencies between the company name on the letter and his actual company's name.
Here are some brief points that were shared on Twitter that I would like to discuss. Occasionally, while Reagan and I were in different countries, we would send each other care packages, which included cards and gifts. However, the letters Reagan shows of mine are all typed and have been forged by her to further defame my image. She claims that my company name on the bottom of these letters was edited.tv, which is completely false. If you actually go to the website, the LLC name is Velvet Platform LLC and not edited.tv co. I also bookmarked controversial tweets that I wanted to discuss with personal friends privately. Reagan had also said that the birth control was her wanting to buy it herself, contrary to her saying that I had forced her to purchase it. The text message of Reagan alleging myself calling her my minoring is false, as proven by people finding the 5G symbol on the phone when this was not invented at the time of the screenshot. And as a fun fact, Reagan, I also never weighed 250 pounds, and I have no clue how anyone could spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on OnlyFans. I don't even make that much money. I would also like to publicly clarify that I'm not using Christianity as an excuse for me using self-defense and messaging other women. Having attended Christian schools throughout my entire life and leaving only after high school to focus on my YouTube career, my return to Christianity was deeply personal and rooted from a challenging experience I had in 2022.
So, this really explains that Lex was actually the victim of his girlfriend in all of this situation. The letter being forged and the abuse accusations not lining up to the other events of the same time frame, which Lex all proved in his own video with a ton of evidence. Seriously, it's all in there, and I'll leave a link to his video in the description for everyone to see, and I highly suggest that you do. The next thing I want to address is the response that Pat, or TheSmithPlays, made in regards to the situation surrounding Lex, seeing as it was also one of the very big catalysts and reasons as to why I even made my original video to begin with. After seeing Pat's response and how betrayed he felt, I really wanted to cover Lex and everything after that. And while Lex even apologized to Pat in his own video for lying to him at the Z house by the orders and threats of his ex-girlfriend no less, but now I kinda honestly have to say, fuck Pat, as well as even NoahJ456 in this situation, because Lex showed fucking proof in his video of himself reaching out to Pat before Pat uploaded his video, offering to show further context and evidence to his side of the story, which Pat read the message of and completely ignored it, uploading his video condemning Lex in the process without so much as a care to hear him out. This pisses me off especially due to its influence over me making my video. Also, while Noah has far less to do with this situation, Lex went on a bit of a rant exposing some abhorrently degenerate things he did as well after his apology towards Pat, due to Pat condoning some of Noah's behavior. Lex went on to expose Noah for inviting pedophiles like Minilad to his own DJ set, proving it must have been a personal invitation. Noah, the same person I was giving credit to for hosting Easter eggs for charity, while condemning Lex for his actions all in my last video. Well, I have to entirely go back on those statements because Jesus fuck.
I would like to apologize to anybody that has been affected by the situation in a negative manner. Specifically, I would like to formally apologize to Pat or TheSmithPlays, and everyone involved at the Z House, where Reagan made me lie about her age to you. However, I would like to state, Pat, that I did send you a message privately on your Twitter before you made this statement public, in which you saw, but you chose not to respond and hear my side of events and Reagan's roommate's side of events. You not wanting to hear anything I had to say and painting my ex-girlfriend in a benevolent light when there's evidence of her clearly being a pedophile was a direct punch to my gut after calling you my best friend for many years. You had said you had looked at all the evidence, but conveniently skipped out on how Reagan is a definitive pedophile proven by her own diary and words. I don't want to hear about a lack of trust where nothing bad happened when you did not listen to Noah's ex-wife Martina about Noah's scandalous behavior in 2021, which did not allow for a third Z House to happen. Noah invited all of us to Texas in September 2021 for a third Z House, yet nothing was ever filmed because Noah cheated on Martina in 2021 at EDC, and you and JC were utterly supportive of him in Texas, even inviting him to cry at our own Airbnb without my consent. It boggles my mind that you would be supportive of a man who blatantly cheated on his wife for fun, yet would not share the same sentiment to me when I was obviously in an abusive relationship that I could not escape from. JC and Noah are not exempt from this either. I had moved to the same apartment complex as JC in 2022 and even shared about my abuse with him, and he did absolutely nothing and actively avoided me. This is why you unfollowed me on Twitter 2 years ago. Noah had also said he would visit me but never came to my place once. JC, you couldn't even spend 10 minutes to sign a recommendation letter for my visa after all we've done together over the years. If you want to trust my ex-girlfriend so much, here's a post Reagan made about seeing you cheat on Emmy with her sister Kate at Coachella. Everybody in our group saw your inexcusable actions and were utterly shocked that you would be sensually touching your girlfriend's sister in front of all of us while Emmy was not there. I don't think PlayStation Studios wants to associate with a cheater who defends pedophiles such as my ex-girlfriend Reagan. I guess it makes sense considering Noah also invites pedophiles to his own DJ sets. This is incredibly disingenuous of all of you and makes sense why each of you would side together and defend my pedophilic ex-girlfriend while never contacting me once and dropping me at the whim of a hat.
This is all exactly why I wanted to make this quick follow-up. As you can all probably tell, I decided to put outdated in parentheses in the title of my previous video, and a disclaimer both in the description and pinned comment sharing Lex's video just to help, because it didn't sit right with me not clarifying in any regards. Even so, I still didn't think that was all enough, and that's what this video is for. Just a small update to tell you all I don't stand by a lot of the misinformation in that video. Lex really cooked in his video and cleared his name while damning his ex with a mountain of evidence. But I still mostly want to leave my previous video up as well, just to laugh at some of the degenerate messages between them, because that's literally all the original title and intention of that video was. The drama is extremely degenerate. However, I'd like to change the ending statements from my last video to fuck the both of them, especially his ex-girlfriend now, not Lex, because it is clear that he was the true victim of her abuse all along. So, with all of that being said, I think I'm gonna wrap things up here, guys. No need to really stretch this out any further than it needs to be. Go watch Lex's video if you haven't already, because it's a damn good response. And big ups for watching my video as always. And you know, maybe subscribe for some more quality therapy. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.